Welcome to Word of Wisdom, a podcast that seeks to rebuild and restore the true image of God in you by drawing wisdom from the scriptures and giving practical insights for their application. I'm your host, Briant Lubanga, ready to journey with you. The parable of the sower in Matthew 13 gives an interesting spectrum of dynamics by which we must engage with the word spoken to us. Our engagement with the word is what determines the kind of outcomes we get. These dynamics can help give us a perspective of where we are. The sower went out to sow seeds and they fell on 4 different kinds of ground. The grounds point us to the levels of engagement we ought to have with the word. God's dealings with us always begin with His word. We need to engage all these dynamics to produce the intended fruit in line with the word spoken to us. Without fruit, you cannot claim that the word is working. The fruit is first of all formed within you, then it's manifested externally. The first category is the seed that fell by the roadside. This is the lowest interaction one can have with the word. As soon as the seeds were sown, the birds of the air ate them up. Here, someone cannot retain the word, so the hearer quickly forgets what was taught. They forget what their image was like after looking at themselves in the mirror. James chapter 1 describes them as being hearers only and not doers. They quickly forget what was taught because they have no desire for what the word demands. They lack what I call a retention system. Retention means to secure and keep for possible future use or application. This means the word is abiding in you. Retention can only happen when we value and treasure the word. The second category was the seed that fell on rocky places. They hear the word with joy and excitement, but they lack proper grounding. They lack much soil, and so the word quickly springs up for lack of depth. They are quick to run with what they had before it's formed in them. Because of the lack of strong roots, the sun scorches them, and they wither and don't last. Just like everyone else, they go through storms but fail to stand because of instability in the word. They lack what I call a root system. A root system simply means having firm confidence and trust in the word. The third category was the seed that fell among thorns. Thorns here are described as the worries of the world, deceitfulness of riches, and pleasures of life. The things attacking the word are not so much external but internal factors. These are things we are yet to master and overcome within us. When one does not have the bigger picture of what God is doing, they fail to focus on the word which they heard while giving heed to their present circumstances. This makes them move contrary to the word. The word does not profit them because they do not mix it with faith. They cannot relate the word to their daily experiences. They are easily caught up with the thorns. They lack what I call a relational system. They cannot contextualize the word in what they are going through. The fourth category is the seed that fell on good soil. This is a picture of those who have well understood the purpose of the word sent and correctly relate with it. When the word gets to them, it grows them and causes them to produce. They accept, hold fast, and pursue it by all means. The word bears fruit in them. They operate in what I call a revelation system. Their movements go beyond what they feel. They are more concerned about what God intends to achieve, and they don't allow what they feel to stand in the way. They produce fruit based on the revelation and ability God has graced them with. Joshua chapter 1 verse 8 gives us a summary on how we can develop all these areas. It begins by saying, "This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth." That is the retention system. In other words, you do not forget the word. Retaining the word is not just mere recitation, but allowing it to speak to us even as we speak it out. Then it continues to say, but you shall meditate therein day and night. This is the root system. You are now allowing the word to be formed in you. It speaks of establishing yourself in the word. It goes on to say that you may observe to do according to all that is written therein. This is the relational system. You are now aligning yourself and interpreting your day-to-day experiences in light of the word. Then it concludes by saying, "For then you shall make your way prosperous, and you shall have good success." This is the revelation system. The word is now producing the intended results. Some produce 30, some 60, and some 100-fold. The word is never the problem, but how we engage in these dynamics. So, develop a retention capacity, a root system, a relational habit, and a revelation perspective.